Question. Just putting it out there, but I've heard that Yahweh was originally Enki, an Anunnaki, who genetically engineered Adam and Eve in a positive way. Then, when Enki was banished from Earth by his evil brother Enlil, Enlil then usurped the name of Yahweh and became the jealous, wrathful God of the Old Testament. So from what I've heard, Yahweh started out as positive with humanity's best interests in mind, but then an imposter came and started to exploit and abuse humanity. We are paying for that event to this day, I believe. Can you comment? My reply. It is true Yahweh and Enki are the same being. The rest I am passing over to the 9. Whilst one could refer to the group soul Yahweh as Anunnaki, this term can be used to refer to many other consciousness structures, as it simply means or is translated into new being, or new soul, new structure, or new king. And your word new can, in and of itself, mean beginning, regenesis, source, reincarnation, and multiple other terms in your language. Therefore, defining Anunnaki into one type of being or one type of consciousness is therefore meaningless in your earth language as you so use it. The Enki, Enlil, Yahweh, Lucifer, or Adam and Eve are metaphoric terms to describe male, female, or negative, positive. They are simply names given to group soul or logos structures of consciousness within polarity as polarity. Enki being banished from the earth is translated to mean the negative structure coming into the consciousness and reality of earth in order to offer choice and thus free will, so that growth and expansion may take place within the souls in incarnation on earth. Enlil usurping Enki is translated into the presentation of the negative as if it were positive. The jealous, wrathful God within the Old Testament is indeed the description of such constructs as persona, personality, group soul structures, transcribed via the prophets of that time. Yahweh starting out as positive, then an imposter coming in to exploit humanity, is again translated into the story of choice and thus free will offered to humanity through high council level decision. All souls involved with third density earth at individualized perspective of source aligned divinity were therefore involved in the decision-making process, that which is known as Experiment Earth. Paying for this event to this very day? Well, indeed one could look at this as thus, but in truth, the stories, metaphors you speak of are your today, playing out in the form of ascension versus descension, betwixt the service to others groups and the service to self groups, at the time of the culmination point, planetary end times of the grand cycle. Question: can Enki or Enlil then be described as good versus evil? Is one bad and the other good? Is one positive and the other negative? The Nine's reply: The presentation is polarity. Negative, positive can indeed be seen as good and evil. Yet male, female, or night and day are two complementary sides of the same coin. The Enki and Enlil story is presented as a fractalized source consciousness pattern, as original source and the first distortion that is the equal and opposite reaction to original source. The interpretation of who or what is positive and who or what is negative is therefore decided by the observer. This decision will depend on which dimension or density vantage point they are holding. Question, comment. Well, neither of them are the prime source anyway, so I feel not that I would like to invoke that consciousness as God. The Nines reply, this is correct. Neither are prime source or original creator beings, even though they present within the pattern of such. They are, in the most correct terminology, sub-logos, or central suns closer to your soul, your physical solar logos for your universe. Question. Maybe we are not supposed to call in God in the highest form directly. The Nines reply, this can be done in whichever method is most aligned to the incarnate seeker or adept on earth. The beloved Queen Sophia and the divine Princess Aurora and their counterparts King Christos and the Archangel Michael are not direct prime source or original creator, as also are we not this as the monadic guidance structure that is in communication with our conduit, Magenta Pixie. Yet all these structures oversee the ascension process on Earth, and they are directly connected to all ascending starseeds as their higher consciousness. Yet the prime source or original creator can be found and experienced through and with these structures, as this flows through all that is you and is with you. It is your choice where you place your focus. Yet the higher heart is connected only to the one, the unity, through bliss-charged love, love light and light love. And no words in your spoken language can convey this more than the love of the higher heart in unity. We are the white-winged collective consciousness of 9. I am just so happy to be able to announce to you that my new book is available. The Diamond Codex and the Quartz Key, accessing the accelerated Stargate system through crystalline transformation of the genetic code. What does it mean to transmute one's DNA from carbon-based to crystalline within the context of spiritual enlightenment and physiological evolution? Practical templates for photonic light gene expression, alchemical unification, and light body activation are provided within this channeled transmission, delivering this codex at a time within humanity's awakening and expansion when synchronicity is abundant. The mysteries of the accelerated Stargate system as an intelligent living infinity structure call the starseeds of Earth to remember why they are incarnated here and what they came here to do. The downloads, epiphanies, and realizations that will organically come to each starseed as they immerse themselves within this sacred text are catalysts for those memories. Introducing Dreamwalker, the story, presented through my interdimensional dialogue with the monadic light structure that is the white-winged collective consciousness of 9. This book has been such an absolute delight and joy to transcribe from the 9, and I truly hope you enjoy reading it. Available in paperback, hardcover, and Kindle.